Hey guys, welcome. This is an all zodiac signs reading for the collective. The question is, who's coming toward you in April? April 2026, who's coming toward you? I'm just going to jump right in. I did a bunch of readings in the last series that seemed to be about either someone returning or someone coming toward you. So I thought, maybe let's see if that's still a trend for April. And it leaves it a little bit open because who's coming toward you could be someone new, could be someone from the past. We shall see. I'm going to start with Aries. It's good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And of course, if you're here as a cross watcher for an Aries, the energies can always be reversed. Take what speaks to you, leave the rest. So let me just push these up a bit. I'm going to make some room for myself here. All right. Knight of Pentacles, whoever it is, could be a Virgo, coming in slowly, methodically, deliberately. And it's tangible. It's, this is someone that isn't in a rush. They're sort of beginning with the end in mind. They're kind of looking down the road a bit and maybe like reverse engineering it a little bit. So let's see. Wow. Okay. I feel like this person has definitely second chances on the mind. So this is someone coming toward you that you already know. They may be coming back, judgment, seeking forgiveness and second chances. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. It can be an up-leveling. It can also be a big-ass offer. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this could be an offer of commitment for some. That's like the engagement ring card. So keep in mind that that's always possible. And I love that it's the Knight of Pentacles kind of bringing that ace to you. And we have the Ace of Wands. And that's sort of like a passionate, something passionate, either reigniting a torch of passion or new passion, somebody maybe expressing their desire for you. So this feels, wow, yeah. Definitely someone coming back that you probably already know. Yes, wow. From the top of the deck, Six of Swords. So that's, when they're thinking about what they want it to look like, what's this journey about? What do I really want to get out of this? They really want to move beyond any kind of turbulent energy. It's like an end of trying and difficult times and getting some peace of mind, and the two of you moving to calmer waters so that in the unconscious awareness, we can have the happiness that this person really sort of knows the two of you can share. So if you were happy before, we could be happy again, is sort of how that goes. But we have to get beyond something. So let's see the Ace of Pentacles to this Hierophant. Wow. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. So essentially, we know that they're giving it a lot of thought to the point where it's probably keeping them up at night. So there is some anxiety around it. I always say a little anxiety is an adaptive thing. It's good to have a little bit of nervous energy. If it tips over to be too much, that could be problematic. But I think their primary concern is about a conversation, is about communication, right? What they need to say, how they're going to say it. There we go with that Ace of Wands underneath. So they definitely have this inner compass that's driving them. We are in Aries season. All planets are direct and will be so for the next 6 months. So we've got a lot of planets kind of stockpiling their energy in the sign of Aries right now. And so I'm feeling that's the driving force. Okay, and oh, by the way, that's what I was clarifying. So yeah, this is about commitment. It's about the vows we make and take, and then the responsibilities and the obligations that we have to the people we make promises to. So they know that that's something that has to come up in the conversation, and it's like they're committing to it. But their biggest worry is, finding the right words. So the motivation's there, the inspiration's there, the desire is there. you know, they've got their head on straight about what they want it to look like, but the nervous energy comes in with, you know, what to say. So then we have the Ace of Wands to the Judgment card. The Fool. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm almost feeling this person sort of coaching themselves here, right? The pep talk. This is the pep talk. Yeah, just go for it. When you have the chance, just go for it. You've waited long enough. You've been patient long enough. And this person, meaning you, you've waited long enough. You made your choice, just go for it. You don't need to kind of stop and double check things along the way. You know you're seeking forgiveness, second chances, maybe even a little form of redemption here. I am feeling this person is committed, and they know that the Seven of Pentacles to me sort of often represents things unfolding more organically, right? The day you plant the seed is not the day the garden grows. It happens organically, and it depends on a lot of external factors, right? Atmospherics and shade and heat and water and, you know, fertilized soil, all of that. It's the same when we're making a plan. So this person is making a plan, Knight of Pentacles. That's the card we're leading with. And they want to get beyond the difficult times. So that's where the second chance and forgiveness comes in. They have chosen you as their person. They have, you know, very clear in their mind that this is a sacred bond, a sacred connection. And they want to up-level it or commit to it. They just don't quite have the words yet. So in this realm, I see them thinking, like, I'm just gonna leap. You know, I'm just going to take the chance as soon as it presents itself, and I trust that the words will come to me organically. There's no more time to waste. So this is really an interesting reading for you, Aries. The signs that I see coming through that are the most dominant is Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, with a Virgo, with a Scorpio. Secondary energies, Leo, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay, so make it a beautiful April. Okay, there you go, Aries. That's for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you'll join us here by subscribing. Also, you can like, comment, share if you feel called to do so. If you have any hypes left, I know it's Sunday and they only give us 3 a week, but I'll take what you got. Also, for those of you that have any form of membership, I'm just letting you know that I did move the All Access Pass over to here to YouTube, off of the Moments platform where the other memberships are housed. And I am offering it at 55% off what it used to be. So that's a big drop, because it's free for me to house it here. It is not free for me to house over on Moments. So I was able to give you that savings. Please note, you cannot register for it or sign or click the join button on a cell phone or a tablet, because the app will add $5. And that's not going to me. That's going to Apple or your app service provider. So you want to join on a laptop or a desktop, and then you can use your phone, no problem. All right, just trying to let everybody know what's going on. We've got a couple dozen members. I'd like a little bit more, and I feel like what I'm going to start doing this coming week is like a twice monthly live reading on the membership. So if you're interested in that and you want to be a part of a live reading, go ahead and join, and we'll see you there. Okay, and don't forget, for those of you that are already members, to check the posts page, because I do make posts directly to the members that no one else gets. So, you know, just letting you know. Oh, I knew I would do that. Well, that just got spoiled. I'm just going to go on to a different deck rather than fix it for now. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Taurus, how you doing? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we have? Who is coming toward Taurus in April 2026? Remember, if you're a cross watcher, this can come through reversed. Strength, wow. Okay, so we're getting our game face on, finding the courage. This is kind of unbelievable. Very interesting energies here. Again, we have an Ace of Pentacles and we have a Knight of Wands. A little bit different energy here in Taurus. This person who's coming toward you. We do have so far Sagittarius and Leo. So I've got the fire energy, quick, fast, in a hurry. This is someone who is returning from the past with bells on, meaning they are ready for a brand new beginning, or like I said in the other reading, an up-leveling. I do feel there's, again, an appropriate amount of anxiety, worry, maybe some sleepless energy, and potential second guessing, right? Sometimes with the Eight of Swords, we kind of feel like a deer caught in headlights. We don't know what to do, where to go. We've already thought it through, but then we kind of second guess ourselves, or we're plagued with self-doubt and self-limiting beliefs. So this person may be a little hung up, and that's why we're leading with the Strength card, because they have to gather up their strength, their courage, and their confidence to overcome, right? To overcome those self-limiting beliefs, or that sort of energy that gets stuck and holds them back. This is unbelievable. Yes, look at this. 3 major arcana. So we have our Strength card, right? I said, gathering up their strength, their courage, and their confidence, overcoming the obstacles, which are all in their head because they're second guessing themselves. They've already made up their mind what they want to do, but then they kind of talk themselves out of it. Look what we have here. We have the Judgment card again from the top of the deck. That is that second chance, that, reunion, reconciliation, forgiveness, second chances. That's what they're looking for. And from the bottom of the deck is the Fool. 3 major arcana. This kind of represents a big shift for this person in their life, this decision that they're making and their efforts to come toward you in April, right? It's a big decision, a big deal, represents a big shift. And I feel, again, that Fool energy is like the little angel whisper in their ears, like, don't be afraid, just do it, just go. Go, 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 So that's a good sign that they have that Fool energy. Fool is associated with the planet Uranus, which is sort of lightning in a bottle. Expect the unexpected. Anything can happen and probably will, right? So it's sort of similar to the energy of, when you're trying to psych yourself up for something and, you're hesitating and it's holding you back and it's holding you back. And then you get this one little twitch of some nerve in your body and you're like out the gate. Ready or not, here I come. That is what I'm feeling coming from this person. Again, the primary astrology is, it could be a Sagittarius or a Leo, but now we can add Scorpio and Aquarius to the mix. Oh my. So this person, I feel like deep down inside, they want to be happy. And they know that they're happiest with you, or that the two of you could be really happy together. I got that. And I'm seeing them with this, and that's coming from the Sun's energy. And I'm seeing this Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords represents a crossroads moment. It's where we go within to make an important decision. And that decision, it's not just like, well, do I go, do I don't go, do I say this, do I say that? It's like life-changing. It's a big decision. And so we go within to kind of check ourselves for the meaning of this decision, for the purpose of it, for how best to proceed, which is exactly why we've got a 9 of Swords. That's why this person does often kind of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, because they know this is really an important decision that's going to be life-changing. So what happens? 7 of Swords. This person tends to waffle. They tend to deceive themselves. They kind of get avoidant. They know this is a powerful change. I am not seeing the 7 of Swords in a negative sense. All cards have upright and reversed, and they all have positive and, less positive, right? Or lower vibrational interpretations. Here, I feel like this person is ready to go, but then the impact of this change, it's a crossroads moment. You know, this is like fight or flight, right? The sun is, I want to fight for the happiness. The flight is Seven of Swords, get me out of here. I'm going to chew my foot off so I can escape this. That's because of fear and our own insecurities and those little parts. Remember where I said we have the little angel there going, okay, hold on. You ready? Go! You know, that's the energy that I'm feeling coming from this. And the little devil is a Seven of Swords on the other shoulder saying, no, you don't want to go now. Nope, you're not ready. Nope, you haven't thought this through. Go back and, that's what I'm feeling. So the Seven of Swords to me more closely associates with that Eight of Swords. It's that avoidance, I don't want to look at this, I don't want to deal with this, or I'm not being really honest with myself in this moment. Either about maybe being a little scared, being lacking confidence, which is why the Strength card is there. So I do feel that this person is serious. They really desire the possibilities of the happiness it could bring. But when they get to that moment where it's, stop or go, they have a tendency to psych themselves out. So let's see the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords and how they're processing it. It's one thing to psych yourself out. The other is how you process it. Six of Swords, beautiful. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like the anxiety and the worry is legit, because their goal is for the two of you to, get past turbulence, to, if you watch the Aries portion, similar message, like the end of the difficulties and the smooth sailing and the peace of mind. And so that can cause a little agitation. And there you are, you're coming through as this person that they really admire and look up to. Nine of Pentacles, a single person in the tarot. And, you're kind of like the ungettable get. They know they could be happy with you. They believe you could be happy together. There is something they have to atone for with that Judgment card. And it would depend on you receiving that apology and offering your forgiveness. So it's important. They get that. And that would help the two of you get beyond. But they also kind of have you on a pedestal, and in the unconscious energy, they're thinking long term. Like, this isn't just a return for shits and giggles, guys. This is someone who's coming back to, to make it a permanent situation, and they're thinking about the future, which explains why they have sort of this stop and go. I feel like because we have the Fool here, because we have the Strength card, Judgment is the goal, Fool is the motivation, is that thing that's telling them no risk assessment. When you get the all clear, go, go, go. And so the Strength card is really, everything hinges on that. And the good news is the Strength card usually overcomes. It's the only card in the tarot that overcomes the devil, so it has powerful properties. I feel that they will get beyond their worry, their second guessing, their avoidance of dealing with the whole situation head on. They've just got a little bit of, jitters. Yeah, it felt similar in the Aries reading. So, as I said, Sagittarius and Leo. Now we also have, doubling down on the Leo. We do have some Virgo here and Scorpio and Aquarius. That is for you, Taurus. Looks like April will be an interesting month. And I do feel it's someone that you have experience with, because there's some kind of issue that needs to be redressed. That was Taurus. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How you doing, Gemini? Let's see who's coming toward you in April 2026. Page of Pentacles, maybe a fresh start here. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, like I said, you know, I feel this is kind of coming through like I'm just going to take this one step at a time, right? This is maybe a fresh start, a restart. There's something here this person is learning. Pages can be messengers, so what they have to say is pretty like earthbound. It's real stuff. It's not spiritual in any real sense, but I'm feeling like it goes a little something like I need to take accountability. The Justice card with the Five of Wands. There's been some, you know, tension or tense energy or an outside source of interference in the connection, possibly even just some general drama. And I feel like this person with that Justice card is coming through to take accountability for that, like almost to say my bad and guilty as charged, and I want to restore balance and fairness, level the playing field, and bring about some harmony here. So this kind of makes sense, fresh start in that regard. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, Jupiter. So it's talking about expansion, sure, but it also talks about the divine timing of blessings and good karma coming through. And the Six of Pentacles, I'm almost feeling that this person sees the time as right for being more invested in this connection, for giving as well as they receive. And perhaps in the past, that was an issue. And now we don't have to really worry about that issue because they're coming in to say no more drama or discord or ambivalence. I'm taking accountability. I'm restoring the harmony, taking that off your shoulders. And I'm feeling that, you know, the time is right, that I'm being given a blessing to be invested in this connection. So that is the energy coming through. Let's jump in with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone you know. Again, different decks, different signs, but same energies coming through. Coming back from the past with a lot of passion, inspiration, motivation, and what's on their mind, what's in their heart, what do they really want? They want to, again, move beyond the difficulties, the turbulence, the discord, the drama. Yeah, bring an end to those challenging times and get the peace of mind and the calmer waters that are available. So that does also feel fresh start energy. Let's see, Justice to the Five of Wands. Ten of Wands, wow. Three of Swords, got it. Two, yep. This person is, this person's aware that whatever this Five of Wands is about, that they're taking responsibility for or accountability for, they know that it caused a great deal of heartache, okay? So Gem, you know, or whoever you are watching, it has been weighing on them. This isn't like they've just flipped a switch and all of a sudden they feel, you know, burdened by it. This person's been carrying this burden. They really know that it's been difficult for you as well. You're both likely suffering some heartache. And now, in the unconscious realm, they've been in consideration of the future and the paths forward. And it's about answering that question of, what do you want? And if you determine what you want, what do you have to set in motion so that it arrives, which is how we get here. They know what they want. It's you. They want a fresh start, although they know they may have to take it one step at a time, and the real desire is to get beyond the difficult times. So I feel they've made that choice. They've chosen that path, and that's what's allowing them, in terms of ego, to come clean, to take responsibility and accountability for what they brought to the table. And they also feel that, you know, it's a gift of sorts, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing someone who's got some regrets from the past, and almost as if they know they have to answer for something. Queen of Swords. She kind of non-emotional, but she's level-headed. She's practical. She'll give you a fair hearing. She shares the same energy of Libra as Justice. So are you getting that sense of this person believes that you'll be fair with them, but that you deserve some answers? She's a truth seeker, right? Truth teller. Just tell me what you need to tell me. Just, you know, what happened? What was that about? And this person feeling that regret. And again, with the Two of Swords, you know, it's a shift. It's a, you know, an opportunity for them to kind of go in a different direction. You know, when you come to the path and the path ends, and then you go this way and then you go that, that's the energy of the Two of Swords. And it's also where important decisions are made about what you need to do. So it's not just about taking accountability. It's not just about seeking, you know, an apology or trying to offload some heavy karma for you. It's and themselves, and to express their regret and remorse, their guilt, whatever, answer your questions. It's not just about that. It's a crossroads that says, and then you have to, you know, once you know better, you gotta do better or be better. There's the better, Six of Pentacles, which is investing in the connection 100%, being generous with you, with their time, with their energy, with their effort, with their resources, with their spirit, with their love. So it represents a pretty big change. I don't see this person flaking out about it at all, because they're going to take it one step at a time. So, you know, they're eating the elephant in smaller bites than maybe Aries and Taurus was, but it's a similar theme, right? Somebody coming back that knows they have to help sort things out and help the two of you offload a lot of negative karma and heavy energy. So astrologically, it could be a Libra you're dealing with, could be a Sagittarius. We have Page of Pentacles, so that's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Secondarily, we've got more Sag, so Sagittarius for sure, and more Libra. Okay, so that's really it. Libra, Sag, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay? Got it. Gemini. That was for you. Okay, and don't forget, guys, I'm just reminding you that I've got that join button on the channel. It's also a link in the description box below for the all access pass to everything, to all the extendeds, and to some members only videos, including live readings, which I want to start next week. If you want to join us, make sure you join from a laptop or a desktop, because if you do it by phone, they add on $5. I know. Everything's everything. You know, it's a racket. Alrighty, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see, Cancer. What What say you, Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 5 of Swords. Oh, wow. There's the other 5. All right. So this 5 of Swords, I'm feeling like this person, I feel like they kind of, it feels a little defeatist. They're either coming in to make this right, or what they're attempting to come back for, they're already feeling defeated before they even get out of the gate. All right, because whoever this is has, you know, big pie in the sky visions of a major breakthrough with you. We've got past life soulmate energy in the 6 of Cups. Definitely a connection that in this person's mind and heart, it's warm, it's natural, it's like you've known each other forever. Some of you may know each other for a long time, but it's got that past life sense to it, where, you know, instant comfort with each other, lots of warmth, nostalgia, just like you speak the same language, you see, you know, you have similar world views. And when I mean the same language, I don't mean literally, you know, figuratively, but they're really wanting this big breakthrough. They want to come through this situation, whatever it is, victoriously. And what we have here is the 5 of Wands with the 4 of Wands. So I have a feeling there was some disagreeable energy about the future of this connection, maybe about the beginnings of life partnership. And this person could have put up a fight. There could have been some drama. There could have been an outside source of interference that got between you. Whatever it is, I'm seeing it as they feel they want this breakthrough, and it has to do with the beginning of life partnership, possibly marriage even, and they're feeling somewhat defeated. That is not a great way to start here, my beloved. Which deck am I using? Cancerians, but this is Cancer energy, and it's the only one showing up. So this person could be the Cancer. So if you're here as a cross watcher, yeah, if you're here as a cross watcher, that's for sure a Cancerian right there. So let's see what comes through. All right. It's very important. It's important. From their conscious awareness, this person is seeing you as their one true love, the love of their life. In the unconscious awareness, Ace of Swords. That feels like their, you know, spirit is trying to kind of help them see something. Either like in a new light or with fresh eyes, but it's real important, and it's somehow it hasn't sort of risen to the surface, and that's why we've got the 5 of Swords. It's almost like again, this is the second time that I've said this for a sign. There's a little like they're psyching themselves out, like I don't have a chance. You know, I can't win in this. I'm not going to win because it's so important to them. And Spirit's trying to get them some clarity, some insight to look at the situation, you know, eyes wide open, and they're not receiving that message quite yet. So let's see what's coming through with the Chariot and the 6 of Cups. Again, yeah, there are some regrets from the past. I feel like a lot of time has passed, and that might be why they're a little bit psyched out, 5 of Swords, because this, you know, feels like it's from a while back. With the Page of Swords, this person could be checking you out on social media or trying to get clues to see, you know, what you're up to, if you're seeing anybody, etc. I mean, they may know, they may already know, but it's a possibility that part of the Five of Swords is they don't know what to expect, but they feel a great deal of remorse. They have a lot of regret. This went on a long time ago. They didn't take care of it then. They want to take care of it now. They want to, you know, have a big breakthrough and sort of shift the energies between you. But, you know, and on some level, they probably do, in an unconscious way, see very clearly who you are to them now. I just don't think that it's broken through in a way that would help them understand that it's a risk worth taking, regardless of your response. That, you know, the universe matches energy. If your energy is defeated, then the universe is going to give you something to feel defeated about. That's why I loved seeing the Strength card in the other reading, because that's sort of showing the universe, I'm gonna be brave, I'm gonna overcome this obstacle, and then the universe matches that energy, and, you know, obstacles kind of melt away, fall by the wayside, or take care of themselves in a natural way. So let's look at this Five of Wands, which could be exactly what the whole thing's about, and the Four of Wands. You guys, this feels like it's in the collective for sure. Look at the cards coming through. Again with Judgment, and here's the Knight of Pentacles. So this person was kind of real, I've got slowpokey kind of energy in that Knight of Pentacles with regard to you know, seeking forgiveness for whatever challenge or tension or argumentativeness or drama they may have kicked up. Five of Pentacles here suggests that this person may not feel worthy right now. They might be having some internal you know, crisis of conscience and feeling like they're, you know, they don't deserve you or are not worthy of you, or that they don't have a lot to offer right now. They want to, you know, have this big breakthrough and make progress, and they are now aware that, you know, they've got to come toward you very deliberately, and their intention is to seek forgiveness, second chances, maybe reunion. But they've got this problem with they're not seeing something, and that Ace of Swords is kind of the kicker here, because if they had that insight, if they had that information, like a little epiphany, I believe that they wouldn't have as much doubt. They wouldn't feel as defeated in this situation. They wouldn't be questioning whether they're worthy of you. They would take the steps needed. They would face down their biggest fears and insecurities, and take the chance, which is likely what would get your attention. Is somebody coming in and saying, I feel terrible. I have enormous guilt and remorse. I've let way too much time go by. I don't know, you know, why I've been so insecure about this, but the only thing I can come up with is that's how much you mean to me. That's how much I do value you. And that's how deeply I feel for you. You know, if they had this coming right into their conscious awareness, I think it would shift the energy. So it's already there, flowing through their veins. Not impossible that it would rise to the surface. They've got time. Cancer is the main astrological influence. We also have Scorpio, Virgo, and all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius as well. So you might find those signs in, you know, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, could be North Node, could be a sign that rules their 7th house if you happen to, you know, have their birth information and have a natal chart. Sometimes The 7th house doesn't really have planets in it, but the sign that rules it comes through. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully they'll come toward you in April. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Who's coming toward you in April 2026? Leo. All right. So how are my Leos doing? Well, I hope. Here we go. Judgment card. Yeah, it's a theme, guys. It's in the collective. Ace of Wands, can't make it up. Queen of Cups. There's a 5 of Wands again. And the Hermit. Hello, Virgo. Okay. Astrologically, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Virgo right off the bat. But yes, person coming toward you, seeking second chances, reunion, reconciliation, redemption, forgiveness, all of that. They're very motivated. They're feeling all the Aries energy in this season, and there's love and desire here. You're the keeper of their heart. You've got the key to their heart. They see you as someone who is very loving and nurturing, gentle-spirited. I also like the Queen of Cups because she's not a doormat in her upright. And I'm not seeing you in that light. I'm getting there's sort of quiet strength in the Queen of Cups. She's very empathic, so she's got a lot of capacity to feel what others feel. Then we've got the 5 of Wands and the Hermit. So we have some kind of conflict, tension, disagreeable energy, outside source of interference, whatever it is. It's going to be different for all of you because it's a general reading. Take it as it resonates. And I kind of feel like that sent you packing. I'm feeling it could have sent you both on your own separate journeys, quite frankly, the way I'm looking at it. Because if I'm feeling a little bit like this person coming out of hiding, and now feeling the desire to come toward you for this, reunion and a second chance. But it could have also, this drama, whatever it is, could have sent you, you could have backed right out and said, I am not interested in any of this. Thank you very much. So I'm kind of getting that vibe as well. All right, let's go ahead and look at Judgment. All right, so now we enter secondary energies, Pisces and Libra. We've got the moon. I'm feeling a little twinge of nervous energy. The moon isn't always about that. It can be about fear. It can be about apprehension or certain feelings being triggered. It can be our intuition, but I'm feeling like it's nervous energy because they don't know what to expect. And underneath in their unconscious awareness, justice, like this is an opportunity for them to kind of restore that harmony and balance, to find an approach to you that is fair. Because I have a feeling something wasn't fair before. And that might be what sent you both going in separate directions. So that justice card within is, again, that accountability for their part in it. And that's why I'm feeling the moon maybe as a little bit of nervous energy. So I don't think they're terrified. I feel like it's an appropriate amount of, I don't know what to expect from this person, but I really want to state my case justice, and I would like forgiveness and a second chance, some form of redemption. That kind of all fits together for whatever their part was in that Five of Wands. All right, Ace of Wands to the Queen of Cups. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Queen of Wands, Emperor, Judgment again. So Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, again with love and passion. I love that balance in a love reading. Ace of Wands, this person very motivated, very inspired, really has a strong desire for you, coming through with divine masculine energy. It's like a magnet. It's like moths to a flame when it comes to you. This person almost totally drawn to you energetically, like you're pulling them in. And let's see the Five of Wands to the Hermit. Little baby steps, and taking it one step at a time. Again with the Two of Swords, y'all are getting that card. It's a crossroads moment. It's an important decision. This is something that nobody else can help them out with. Underneath is the sincere apology. They've already kind of formulated what they would say. I don't think this person is afraid to express their feelings to you in a genuine and authentic, sincere manner. But the whole process, because this is sort of how they're processing what I pulled in the beginning, their whole process is, I'm just going to take one step at a time. It's like they're learning how to fly the plane while they're building it in midair. Because there's probably been a lot of growth on both of your parts. But for this person specifically, they're kind of coming out of hiding, but they've done a lot of inner work, right? It's about radical honesty and self-awareness and self-exploration and introspection. And that's how they know, oh yeah, I've got something to apologize here for. I've got something to atone for. And that nervous energy is just, it's healthy. I feel it's adaptive. That moon doesn't bother me at all. I feel it's good for them to have sort of the unknown, because it's a test of that sincerity. But I definitely feel like this person is sort of processing it in a way that doesn't psych them out, so that they just kind of take it one step at a time until they finally find themselves either at your door or on the other end of the phone. Like I said, the main astrology, this could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Virgo. Secondarily, we have double hit of Aries. We have Scorpio again. We have Pisces, Libra, and then we have all the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? That's what I've got for you, Leo. For April 2026. That is amazing that so many of the same cards keep coming out. I find that fascinating because it's, it's saying that there's something in the collective that I'm tapping into, and those of you on the other side here watching, I'm drawing off your energy. That's kind of powerful. Oop. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo. Who's coming toward Virgo for April 2026? I just saw that Ace of Cups right there. Let's see who's coming toward Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, April 2026. If y'all like these readings, please subscribe below. Give me a thumb. You got 2. I only need 1. All right. Comment, say hello, introduce yourself, become part of the team. Well, Virgo, there's your own energy right there. Knight of Pentacles, something coming toward you, nice and slow. Maybe another Virgo. We got Sagittarius here. All the fire signs, especially Leo, but of course, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming through strong. All right, so like I said, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, beginning with the end in mind. This is someone who's coming toward you with all intention and deliberation. It's a deliberate thing. They've made their plan, and they're following it to the T, okay? Temperance. This is about, you know, kind of going with the flow. It's about patience. It's sort of an understanding that in time, all the energies come and flow into flow and balance. So you want to keep your powder dry, right? Self-control. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of like calming one's ass down, for a lack of a better phrase. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. I'm of the mind that it's coming through reversed. This person, you know, this can be about ghosting or, you know, abandonment or issues around worth and value, but I'm feeling by all the cards here that that's something they want to address, but not something that they actually feel. I could be wrong. Page of Wands, that's sort of, you know, the excitement level, a positive message. This person is planning to reach out with excitement, with, you know, it might be a little lighthearted at first because that's sort of a cover. Sometimes people kind of coming back into your life or kind of like, hey, how you doing? What's up with you? Long time no see or whatever. And you're sitting there going, well, really? Because I remember. Okay. But you don't say anything because you want to see where it goes. That's the energy I'm getting from this Page of Wands and the King of Wands. King of Wands, Leo energy. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine, I'm going. I'm getting what's mine. It's no hesitation, it's a lot of confidence. That's why I am not seeing this as this person's energetic right now. I feel it's more like something that's part of why they're returning. Okay, so we'll see if I'm right. All right, let's jump in with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Empress. Wow, coming straight to 3 of Cups. Yes, this person very intentionally coming toward you as divine feminine. The 3 of Cups can be a card of reconciliation, getting back together, a cause for celebration. So that's how I'm perceiving this, is this person's coming through very optimistic. They will likely reach out and like I said, adopt a very positive tone, have something positive to say. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Hermit. Well, Virgo energy. They know they have something that needs to be worked on. There's something here with this 8 of Pentacles that feels like they know they have to make this a priority. Focus on working things out or working on things that sort of were problematic in the connection. So that could be any number of things. They are a little agitated and worried, right? There you see the 9 of Swords again. So that's where a little bit of anxiety is sneaking in. The uncertainty, the worry, and underneath is the Hermit. And I'm feeling that that's you. I'm just feeling this Hermit energy. It's the part that causes them the worry is you may have been off the grid or unapproachable in some way, shape, or form, like you retreated either into yourself or became a little reclusive or just kind of, did your own little disappearing act. And so they don't know what to expect. And that's been coming through in almost every reading. So you, in fact, are Empress and the Hermit. And so that creates a little bit of insecurity, right? A little something to worry about and have a little sleepless night over. They're trying to be positive because the main cards, Page of Wands, King of Wands, like, hey, I'm all hyped up. I'm ready to go. I can do this. And, I know we have things to work on and I'm going to, buckle down and make this connection a priority. And then they realize while they're sleeping, they're like, oh, wow, I haven't really seen or heard from this person in so long that, like, I don't even know whether they're going to receive me. So that's where the insecurity comes from. So now let's look at Temperance and the Five of Pentacles. Justice card keeps coming out. Ace of Pentacles. What are they kind of being patient for? This whole new beginning, an offer they may want to make. Justice, again, this is about fairness. It's about restoring the fairness. It can be about taking accountability. The only thing, because I've got the Nine of Wands here, which is sort of perseverance and persistence. The Five of Pentacles, I'm almost feeling like this person may have shunned you. They may have shunned you. They may have chosen someone else. Very possible, because we do have potential third-party energy here. If that's your storyline, fine. If it's not, then that's not for you. But I'm feeling like this person is trying to keep their calm and plan some kind of almost over the top, right? King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, some kind of big, offer or approach to you. Because I kind of feel like what they did sent you packing. That's what's coming through, Virgo. Yeah. So they're coming back. They are very intentional about what they will offer. It will be big. Their approach is going to be a little less intense, a little more lighthearted, possibly even flirtatious, pouring on all of their charm. But they know they have something to take accountability for, Justice, and I think it's that Five of Pentacles. I feel like they really, abandoned you in your mind's eye. And they probably haven't seen or heard from you since, or very rarely. And so that is what I'm picking up here. That may be why we've got this Nine of Swords. A little bit of nervous energy there, because they're trying to be confident, but they know that what they have to sort of step forward and accept responsibility for is likely something that caused you to feel devalued. I don't see that stopping them. I still feel whoever this is very clear about what it was, what they did impacted you. But they're coming in with a lot of confidence. That could be some slight false bravado. That Page of Wands, King of Wands dynamic feels like a little twinge of immaturity or a little excess belief in self, where they just kind of think like, I'm the cat's meow, so how can you resist me? It's a little story they can tell themselves. And for a lot of people that works, it helps them get over the jitters. But I feel like this person is, I feel like what they have to offer will be legit and will be substantial. And then you get to decide if it's something worth celebrating. Okay? So like I said, we have Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, and Aries. We have all of the fire signs and Virgo here in the main spread. Then we have Libra and Taurus and more Virgo. All right, those are the signs here for you. Something coming towards you in April 2026. That's someone who knows that you are very valuable. Okay. Halfway done. Right on time. I don't know how readers do these like in an hour and a half. They always take me 2 hours. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Libra. Who's coming toward Libra? April 2026. Libra. Whew. April's going to be a good month. I said it, so we're going to make it be so. There we go. Nice. Beautiful divine feminine energy. Time, divine time is here. I feel like this person is coming toward you because they know who you are to them. They know that there's like a soul connection here. Can be even a little twin flamey vibe. They also know there were a lot of heart feelings or heartache here, but that the time is right, that the wheel is moving in their favor, and that this can often be a sign of expansion, abundance, yes, but overcoming some negative karma. It's like a good luck charm that they feel at this time. This person also committed to doing the work, to prioritizing you, prioritizing this connection. If there were problems, they're prepared to fix them, or at least come up with creative solutions to problems, and to do so cooperatively, co-creatively with their beautiful divine feminine. Okay, so this is sort of where I feel most of the energy is coming from. It's about finally being on the same page at the same time. They are ready to cooperate in this connection, to grow it, to work at it, to be devoted to it. I feel like whatever happened here, where we had some heartache, at the very least, possibly heartbreak, I feel like they are seeing that the time is now to work through that. This is also a card of friendship. So this, for some of you, there could be a friend aspect to this, and now that they might be approaching you on that level, so that it's a little less threatening. Like, I can see this person saying to you, I really want to repair this. I really want to do the work and fix this, and I'm invested in that. I think it would help if we, create a solid foundation upon which we can build something, more sustainable. And if all we can be at the outset as friends, that's cool with me. Like something to that effect. It feels like this is not going to be a high pressure situation at all. So let's jump in and see Libra. We do have, astrologically, we have Sagittarius, and then we have Libra and Taurus. Okay? So, yeah. Oh my, okay. Well, here's strong Libra energy. What they need to fix is a very painful ending. Something here that caused a great deal of heartache that you didn't get any answers to, and probably as a result, no closure. But the time is right now. It's divine time to work that through, to explain, to answer your unanswered questions honestly, directly, because they know you'll see right through them if they try, to be cute by half. So something did happen here. Very painful ending. Judgment again. There's the Empress again. There's the Devil. Yeah. Well, this represents, because these clarifiers are pretty powerful, I'm seeing almost like the Devil energy is just the egoic fear, the part of this person when they're worried or nervous or, up against something important. It's like the shadow artifact that tries to kind of keep them small. But I feel that this judgment, the second chances, the reunion, the reconciliation, the redemption, the forgiveness, that's what they're really focusing on. That's why they're kind of coming in strong with, I want to fix this. I want to do the work. I want to repair this. I want to make this a priority. You are my priority. I am on the same page. I know we need to build a solid foundation. I commit to that. The Devil doesn't bother me here because it's an unconscious awareness, right now at least, and I feel it's a pretty common thing that, if, for example, roles were reversed, you're coming back after a very painful ending, and you've given it a lot of thought, you evaluated it, you see, what you brought to the table, you want to atone for that, you want to work on things, you're prepared to commit and to co-create and cooperatively, get back on track, get it back. It's very much human nature, because we're all just souls having human experience. It's very human nature to kind of have a little shadow running around inside, because if we get rejected, this is the first place we go. Well, I should have seen that coming. Yeah. Well, they weren't going to give me the time of day like they were some angel. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we all have this little bit inside to save face, but it's just egoic fear and resistance. The good news is it's coming from the bottom of the deck, not the top of the deck, so it doesn't cause me as much concern. I think it's more a face-saving measure. Someplace they'll go if things don't work out. So let's see the Three of Swords in the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Well, now I'm getting this sense that these two, again from the bottom of the deck, go together. And since the Queen of Swords is also from the bottom of the deck of the opening series, I think that's what your questions are about. I think your unanswered questions have to do with why this person walked away. And I feel that this person is prepared to answer those questions, to have a conversation, to come in with some information or insight or info to help you understand that. And this person feels like the time to do that is now. Like, they're getting some kind of sign from the universe that says, now's your chance, take advantage of it. I'm not seeing the Wheel of Fortune as guaranteed good luck, because I know I said that in the beginning. I don't think it's a guarantee. I feel that the time is right. It's kind of almost coming through as a now or never. And I feel like this person is really going to make a very honest effort to put themselves before you, to help you understand, or at least give you some information that could help you understand why they walked away, why this was such a painful ending, why they broke your heart. And the devil could play a little bit of a part of that too, because sometimes, if we're going through a phase, or we're going through a period of depression, or, if we're down on our luck and we're kind of seeing the whole world as glass half empty, the devil energy can often tell us things like, you don't deserve nice things. Who are you to think you can have a divine feminine, an empress is beautiful and loving and giving as that? You don't deserve that. You're trash. You're crap. Go. Get out of my sight. Like, there's a lot of energy like that in the devil card, that it's like our own negative self-talk, our own, what's been imprinted on us from knee-high to a grasshopper by family members, by adult figures in the school system, in our churches or synagogues, right? It's like we get these messages that try to keep us small. And so that's another part of this devil energy that's lurking beneath the surface for this person. And I feel that it may actually be part of the explanation for why they walked away. Okay, so keep that in mind. Meaning, it's less about to rear its ugly head, it's there underneath, because they're kind of holding on to what that felt like so they can explain it to you, Page of Swords. All right. So as I said, we have Taurus, Libra, and Sagittarius as the main energies of who this could be. We also have Scorpio, Capricorn, and the Page of Swords are the other air signs, Gemini and Aquarius, because you already have Libra here twice, Libra here 3 times, because we have the Empress twice and we have the Queen of Swords. So Libra 3 times, and then a 4th time in the Page of Swords, and Aquarius and Gemini too. So those are like sort of the less powerful energies, but could be any of these signs. Wow, that was a little bit nuanced. It's okay. We're thinking people. We can handle it. All right. So moving on, we will be going to Scorpio next. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio. How you doing, Scorp? Oh, nope, don't do that. Come back. Oh, 2 of Cups on the bottom there. You saw me shuffle it again. It wanted to come out. 2 of Cups. This person loves you. Oh, again, we have that Justice card. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. Mark this day in your calendar. April's going to be good. We have Libra and we have Pisces. Nice. Knight of Cups. So those are the strongest energies so far. What deck do I want to use? I think I'll do this one. So yeah, this person... yeah, I see that devil too. Away you go. Don't come back out. So this person definitely sees you as a soulmate. And again, with the Justice card, it's about balance. It's about fairness, leveling the playing field, maybe taking accountability for something. persevering. They don't care. They're going to persist. They might get a little worn out for the wear and tear. It could be a little stressful. They're not going to stop. Okay, they're going to persist in their in their pursuing of you, because then we have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This person has, right? They've had the lightning bolt from Spirit saying, what are you doing? Go get them. Okay? Go get them. Put your heart right out on a silver platter and hand them this sword. Okay? And then deal with it. Oh my gosh. I like, this just wrote itself. It's perfect. They have seen the light. They've had this powerful epiphany. You are their soulmate. You are their partner. They love you, and they want to show you and offer you and be vulnerable before you. And they want to romance you. That's the best part. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think they love me. Yes, they do. Oh my gosh. And this is an emperor, by the way. This is a divine masculine saying, yep, past life soulmate, I have loved you for a bazillion lifetimes, and I am coming for what's mine. I feel this person is in or has just come through an ascension cycle. And man, they see very clearly. Judgment again. Hasn't Judgment come out like in every reading so far? Okay. Yeah, again, this person is not going to waste a moment. They don't need to assess any risks. They're coming with, hat in hand, heart on a platter for forgiveness, second chances, reunion, reconciliation, whatever this means to you, right? Because Judgment it comes through, because I haven't said this yet. I'm almost done with the readings, but it's like breathing life into something that may have been on life support. It's the archangel coming to those in their coffins, right? Saying, do you want a second chance at life, at love, at happiness, whatever, fill in the blank. But they have to answer the call. There's, the trumpet. They have to answer the call. This person is answering the call. This person, wants to restore that fairness and balance and harmony no matter what it takes. They are all systems go. And what I love about this is, the Fool can be a little impulsive, but note where it is. It's from the bottom of the deck, so it's in their unconscious awareness, or it's floating around out here. It's not the main driving force. But if this person were to, let's say, get the jitters, they're going to say, nope, gotta go. If they start to kind of feel like, oh my God, this is a lot, I'm feeling really stressed out, it's still go, go, go. It's still persevere. So I'm really feeling like what's leading this person is the Knight of Cups, which moves at a more moderate pace. Cups in tarot, time-wise, represents months. It moves at the pace of months. So it feels to me like this person isn't looking for fast flash the pan. They're really kind of coming at you very, very calmly and emotionally even. Like their heart's in this. So I really love to see that for you. And they know, right, that this is some kind of a reconciliation, and they see very clearly that they want to be with you. You are the one they want. The Ace of Swords, yes, it's. I'm just gonna give it to you here. we've got the Eight of Cups. So I feel part of this Ace of Swords is letting them know that it's time to leave behind what doesn't serve anymore. Okay, meaning wherever they are, what they've been doing, I see this person as coming back to you from somewhere else. And wherever it is they are, they've gotten all they could out of it. Like what they needed to get out of it, they got out of it. And this Swords is telling them, got it? Get it? Good. Go. Continue on your journey. Leave behind what doesn't serve. So I'm not seeing this as a walking away from you or as though it's from the past. I think it's very current energy that they're seeing. They've been given this gift of insight, of knowledge, of information, of an aha moment from Spirit saying, go, get back on that path. Go get your beloved. There's the Queen of Cups, the keeper of your heart. They're being guided. They've been on this journey. So again, as if Spirit's saying, come on out. You've gotten out of this, solitary journey, what you needed. Go get the one you love. Go bring forth all that you've learned, because you're wiser now. You've accumulated, self-awareness. You've got more insight. You have more you can contribute now. It's because this is their processing, right? Now, I feel like this is them coming out of hiding. This is them coming off of a solitary journey with a lot of self-awareness, a lot that they want to share with you, but they know they have to start with an apology, right? They know they have to start with, can we try again? And possibly, I'm not seeing a great deal of communication. I feel this person is just at that moment where they're seeing very clearly what the path is before them. So that's where they are. I'm not seeing yet what they're planning to say or how they're planning to approach you, other than, like I said, with a lot of heart, a lot of emotion, a bit of romance on top of that, and perseverance against all odds. They're not going to, if you say, well, we can just be friends for now, I think that they'd say whatever you need it to be. They ain't going to quit. They're not going to throw in the towel. They're not going to quit. That just kind of got me, Scorpio. That's a powerful reading. Again, the primary. Libra, Pisces. Then we have more Pisces. Then we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer, and Virgo. Could be any of those signs. And again, remember I said, if you missed it earlier, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or the sign or signs that rule the 7th house. Doesn't have to be any planets in their 7th house. Okay, if you happen to be lucky enough to have their chart or the information to pull it. Because the 7th house is the house of, partnerships, romantic partners, intimate partners, marital partners, love. I know. This has me very excited. This is really interesting to me as a reader. Okay. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So Sag for you. Let me get a little can't believe it's been almost an hour and a half and I haven't had anything to drink. All right, Sagittarius. Who's coming toward you in April? who's coming toward you. April 2026. Strength card, whoever it is sort of getting their game face on. Yes, indeed. That's Leo. Oh my gosh, we have Sagittarius in the Wheel of Fortune. All the fire signs now. Oh my gosh, okay. This is someone who has a lot to overcome because, yeah, I'm seeing them kind of twitch down here. 9 of Swords. Very worried, very anxious. Almost wondering if their luck has run out. That's why they're coming through with the Strength card. Page of Wands. I feel you're going to hear from this person. The message will be positive, and I have a feeling that what they're really freaked out about is that 10 of Swords, there was a painful ending. So that's sort of the subject matter that's causing them the greatest dysregulation, you know, that 9 of Swords. And that's the obstacle they have to overcome. Makes sense? Yes? Let me use this deck here. I'm going to shuffle this way for a moment. All right. So, Sag, let's see here. Four of Cups, and there's the Strength card again. So when it's in their conscious awareness, and it's the primary energy in the reading, and it's in their unconscious awareness, you know that this person is like 100% of themselves is focusing on gathering up their strength, their courage, and their confidence. I feel like they are seeing this as a situation where something may have passed them by, meaning you, right? Spirit was giving them the love of a lifetime and they missed the opportunity. So that's sort of the storyline I'm picking up, that they let you slip through their fingers, because we do have this 10 of Swords. So let's see the 9 of Swords in the Wheel of Fortune, because that kind of talks about the foundation here. Like, has my luck run out? Is it too little too late? 9 of Pentacles, Tower, yeah, 4 of Pentacles. So I do feel that this person, you know, this would be you, sort of single person, someone that they admire, that they, you know, see in a really positive light, that you're confident and you're self-actualized and you've kind of got your shit together, you know, and they're very worried about the Tower energy as well. They are kind of in a little bit of self-protection mode with the 4th Pentacle right there across their heart chakra. So I do feel this person's a little bit guarded, and you know, they're almost a little worried here that it's too little too late and that the wheel isn't moving in their favor. Like, they're kind of seeing again the glass half empty, and they're very concerned. I will say that the advice I give is, you know, if you want a reconciliation, or if you want to be back in someone's life, you have to act as if you already are. You have to have that kind of energy going out into the universe so that it matches it, right? This kind of energy is very difficult for manifestation because it's all lower vibrational. It's worry and guardedness, and you know, things blew up and fell apart, and maybe I lost my chance, right? And it's consuming this person, conscious awareness, unconscious awareness, that is a massive obstacle to overcome. Doesn't mean that they won't try. It means that their approach is, is sort of being fed by lower vibration. And so if somebody shows up from your past and they have something to make right, and they come in and they're real level-headed about it, and they're like, look, you may not want to give me a second chance, and that's your right, but hear me out. I don't know about you, but my ears are open. I'll listen to anybody. Like, sure, what do you got to say? And then I take it from there. But if somebody comes toward you like a hot mess, it does not inspire confidence. That's what I think I'm seeing here, is the hot mess part. So let's see the Page of Wands to the Ten of Swords. This is what they're processing now. Yeah, Three of Swords, Queen of Cups. I like that. 10 of Cups. All right. So there's good juju here, right? And their unconscious awareness, and there's like an aura about you here. Queen of Cups keeps coming through. You're the keeper of their heart, the one they love, the one that they feel is loving and gentle and kind, and that they can see a happily ever after with. But, oh boy, did I F it up already, because they're leading with the wounded part. So Page of Wands, I feel this person may reach out. They may try to sound positive, but it will come across as immaturity. They're not going to be able, there's too much low vibration for them to articulate anything very meaningful. They may tell you that, they've always loved you, that they, feel the two of you could be happy, or that, we were so happy and I blew it. You got away, I missed my opportunity, and everything fell apart and came to that painful ending, and I hurt you, and so why would you take me? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it feels to me that even though the intended message is positive, the delivery will kind of come through as a little less mature, a little bit more like oh, poor me, I effed up. So the good news is you've heard it here first, so you know what it might sound like, and you also know where that's coming from, that they've got you on a bit of a pedestal, and they feel like they really missed an opportunity, that they really screwed up, so they're really being hard on themselves, and it's coming from some insecurity. They're really trying. I've said really about 7 times there in a row. They're trying very hard to be confident, but it's not coming through. And I'm not sure it will come through in the way they approach you. So you just want to keep that in mind. Okay? So who could this be? Could be another Sag. Could be a Leo. We're doubling down on Leo. And it could be the other two fire sign, the other fire sign, which is Aries, because we already have Sag, we have Leo, and we also have Aries. Could be secondary energies are Virgo, Aries again, and Cancer. Okay? Yeah, this one felt a little tricky. This feels like somebody is very aware now of how they blew something, and the phase that they're in, the stage of recovery from that they're in is, kind of lashing themselves. Yeah. Well, hopefully make their way to you anyway, take their chance, and you may be pleasantly surprised. Okay? All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorn. Who's coming toward Capricorn in April 2026? If you're new to the channel, so happy to have you here. Please do join us by subscribing if you enjoy this reading. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Give me a like. Come in the comments. Say hello. Introduce yourself if you're back and you haven't been around for a little while, because I was gone for a little while and this is the first reading you're seeing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Here we go. Ooh, I like this, Capricorn. Six of Cups, warmth, comfort, nostalgia. There's history between you and this person. Wow, they are feeling, they got something to say. They're very drawn to you. Yeah, they're I kind of see this in a very good light. I feel like this person adores you. Feels like there's a really good back and forth here. There's maybe you've known this person for a long time through, maybe high school, college, something like that, or across lifetimes, because this can be past life soulmates. But it feels like they're sense like they've got a sense of urgency, that there's something they want to make sure you understand. They're feeling very drawn to you here. Queen of Wands, like they can't get to you fast enough. And then yet the way they're processing it is like, okay, calm down, stay calm, stay grounded. There's one foot on the ground for the, grounding, one foot in the water for their feelings, kind of, going with the flow. And yet I'm seeing whatever message they have, yes, it's something they want you to know or understand, or they want to clear up and make clear. But there's also this very lovely message from the heart, something very sincere. For some of you, it could be an apology. I may see that in the clarifiers, because oftentimes that's what the Knight of Swords is like a cleanup on aisle 5 kind of a card. So that's possible. If that speaks to you, then that's your storyline. But it just feels like this person really wants you to know that they love you and adore you and care about you. And they're attracted to you as well. Doesn't hurt. So we have primary energies of this person. Could be Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So let's go. This is the Six of Cups. Start with that. That was weird. Shuffled weird. This person is trying to manifest a future with you. Yeah. What's on the horizon? What's coming toward me? What have I, the first card would be the Two of Wands. When they made that choice, chose the path, said, I know what I want, set something in motion so that it arrives. This is the arrival. What does it have to do with? Life partnership, building a life with you, a future. That's more serious. Okay, so let's see the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Knight of Swords again. Three of Swords. They're cleaning something up in the World card. I feel like they really want to bring some closure to something that happened. They want to explain, clean up any misunderstandings, because there are at the very least hurt feelings here. The World card, endings and new beginnings, yes, but the new beginning comes at some other cycle's end, right? It's about getting closure. Some lesson has been learned. This World card is Saturn. So then we've got, that powerful energy that you're putting off. Like, you're coming through as more kind of calm, collected, self-assured. You've got powerful, like, leadership energy about you. I do feel that this person kind of feels a little like they're ascending to you, if that makes sense. And they're trying to clean something up, clear it up, make sure it's fully understood so that there can be closure and a new beginning could take place, or a new cycle. Because I feel that this has been, for those of you that this storyline resonates with, because it won't be all of you, that there has already been talk about marriage or, building a life together somehow, and maybe something kind of slipped off the tongue, especially if this person is a Gemini or has Gemini in a prominent placement, because that's part of the problem with Gemini and the Knight of Swords is, we kind of get over our skis, and sometimes we speak before we thought it all through. So something may have been said, and it may have come out a little wrong or wonky or whatever. You're sitting there like Queen of Wands with your little black cat, like, yeah, try me. And they're coming in to clear it up. Okay, so now we know what the storyline is. They may even be coming in with an apology. But what I like here with Temperance is that they're trying to be a little wiser about it. They're feeling that sense of urgency, but they're trying to stay pretty balanced so that they don't come off like a nutcase. Okay? Right. This is big. Oh God. Yeah. That one got me. Okay, so Temperance, self-control, restraint, going with the flow. I'm balanced, I'm calm, I'm patient. You are the love of their life. They see it very clearly. They are ready for that life commitment, whatever that means to you. For some, it could just be living as you're married, but it could be a literal marriage. 3 of Cups from the bottom of the deck, cause for celebration. Cause for celebration. Here comes the, I really love you, I really care about you, I apologize if I said something stupid and I upset you. And there you are as Queen of Wands looking down at them like, yeah. Go ahead. Make your case. So I don't feel that there's anything really horrible here. I feel this person, you know who it is. It's somebody that, you've already had conversations about, feelings about marriage or living as married or moving in or whatever, being more committed, let's put it that way. You've already had those conversations. Something went, a little off the tracks, and I feel like, and might have hurt your feelings, and this person is coming back to clear that up, to close out that cycle by providing some closure, making sure they want to manifest a life with you because you're their true love. And so they're going to apologize and they're going to make their case and they're really going to put on a full court press, but they're doing it with this sort of air of calm, right? Like, now that I've given you all the information, take your time, and if you have any questions, let me know. And but inside they're like chomping at the bit. They've got to get to you. They've got to clear this up because they don't want to stay in the doghouse. They don't want to lose you. So I don't think they've lost you yet, but I think something kind of probably came out wrong or was said in haste, and they're going to clear that up. This person, like I said, could be a Gemini, could be an Aries, could be a Sagittarius, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have more Gemini. We've got Aquarius and Capricorn in the World card. We have Taurus in the Hierophant. So those are the energies available to you. Coming your way, April 2026. That was fun. That was a fun reading. Oops. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me get these cards put away first. Capricorn, what's next? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's coming your way in April? Who's coming toward you? Aquarius, April 2026. Aquarius, yes indeed. For 2026, April 2026. King of Wands, some Leo energy, someone who's very clear about what they want. Leo, oh my God. Okay, so no big surprise that, you know, what they're processing here. We get the Nine of Swords again. So sleepless nights. Why? Because they know what they want. They're coming to get it. And it's happy, happy, joy, joy. They want their happily ever after with you. They believe the two of you can be happy together. That this is a lot of, you know, emotional completion and fulfillment. I found my person. But here the foundation of this King of Wands is the Page of Swords. They've seen something. They've spotted something. You know, this can be the spire detective. So as the Page of Swords, it's like they've been looking for information and they may have found something. And so now they're in this little juggling routine. The Two of Pentacles is sort of, you know, assessing realities on the ground and trying to sort through like timing, or, you know, it could be anything like that. Something very practical and tangible. Like when to call, what to say, where to be, do I go to their house, do I pick up the phone, do I DM them, do you see what I'm, and sort of tossing all that around. So they're a little bit of a juggling act. But they got the information that they were looking for, and now they're kind of like, they know what they want. So I don't see the hesitation there. Little bit of hesitation here because they're sort of torn about how to approach it all. And they are a little, you know, tweaked out here. The Nine of Swords, everybody's getting that card because they see the potential and they, you know, they want to come through the situation with the outcome that they desire. We have, like I said, Leo, and we have all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So let's jump in and see the Page of Swords. All right, we've had three jumpers. This was the first one. Surprise, surprise. Judgment, forgiveness, second chances, reunion, redemption, a do-over. Seven of Pentacles. This is about also a card of patience, about things that unfold more organically. And the Page of Cups is, yes, some kind of message that's sincere from the heart. Could be an apology, but again, it's from the bottom of the deck, so we're not leading with that. But it's definitely something that's rolling around on an unconscious level. Like, they've seen something, they've understood something, they've got some information now, and so they know that this opportunity has to come more organically, meaning even though we're coming in with the King of Wands, which can be very assertive, yeah, that leonine sort of, I'm going to get what I want, takes a back seat really, because I feel like there's might be some kind of more genteel approach that's needed, some kind of communication that demonstrates their sincerity, that they're willing to wait, that they understand this could take time for whatever that judgment means to you. Like, it could just be, there could be no real problem here other than this person just wants to see you and hasn't seen you in a long time. And so it could just be a reunion. Could be somebody from the past that you haven't seen, you know, since like a reunion or since high school, or, you know, it could be something like that, meaning that nothing has to actually have gone wrong here, that this is maybe somebody who saw you on social media and is like, oh, I really want to get together with that person again, and they want to kind of share how they really feel, but now it has to take certain time, and that Two of Pentacles is how they sort of sort through the best approach or the timing of it even. But they know what they want, and they're kind of fretting about it. Nine of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Why are these cards flipping? All right, maybe they do need to apologize. After all, yep, they do. This person has some regrets. We've got the Three of Swords, the Five of Cups, head in hands. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what have I done, right? This is someone I could have, should have, would have been in a happily married, happily ever after relationship with, but I blew it. I did something wrong here, right? They're feeling some unconscious levels of guilt, regret. They know that maybe you broke up or something happened and feelings got hurt. I went in an interesting direction here because I didn't clarify our King of Wands. So I'm doing that last, and sometimes when that happens, I think there's a specific reason why. Yep. This is someone you likely, oh wow, okay. I like this too. They know they have to be very careful with how they approach you, because you can smell bullshit a mile away. You can see right through this person. You know them that well. You know them that well, either in this incarnation, right? That's why I'm feeling like they saw you on social media, that this is somebody from your past, like high school, college, whatever, the neighborhood, I don't know. You know them that well, but it's also got a little flavor of past life soulmate energy to it. But I feel like this person wants to reunite, but it kind of has to be organic. Like they have to make it seem like it just happened organically. That's a little of the manipulation we can get from the King of Wands. Okay, so I don't feel manipulation in a bad way, but I feel like they want it, they're kind of staging it. That's why this Two of Pentacles, like, should I do this or should I do that? Or what's the best way to make this all look like it's just unfolded organically? And that you know, they may come in with an apology, you know, like, remember when, I'm just giving you an example, so I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall here, Aquarius, but it almost comes through as if it's somebody that you dated or were involved with once upon a time, and you had a breakup, and now they've seen you and they're like, oh my God, how could I let that thing get away from me, like that gorgeousness. But you know them very well, so they kind of have to be careful about how they approach you, and they're trying to make it look like it just happened naturally. But they do have regrets from the past. They are very worried about it because they know that they either hurt you, broke your heart, or hurt your feelings somehow, and so they have to be careful how they approach you because you're nobody's fool. Interesting. So, primary energies again: Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Secondary energies: more Libra, Scorpio, and Cancer and Pisces. Okay? That was fun. So again, I'm feeling the history. Someone that hurt your feelings or broke up with you, or, you know, and they definitely, though, see you as someone they could be could have ended up being very happy with. And so they're trying to find their way back to you. Maybe that'll happen in April. Okay. Pisces. Sun and rising Venus. Last but not least, Pisces. Who's coming toward you, Pisces? April 2026. April 2026 for Pisces. Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, okay, that scared me for a minute. Okay, so the Ace of Swords means that this person right now is sort of having like a moment of clarity, seeing something maybe like for the first time. And we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. So this is sort of the foundational information. Yeah, they're ready now. The wheel's moving in their favor. They're ready. They're feeling like everything's going their way. They're ready to be 100% invested in this connection, to be as giving to you as you are to them. This is about the timing is right for them to be generous, to be invested in something that feels a little bit more weighty, because we have the Four of Swords. Now this is what they're processing. There's some healing that's needed, or they are in some deep reflection, but we also have the Page of Swords. Okay? And the Page of Swords, and I even love this deck for this, because that's exactly, it's like, you know, you can't see me. That sort of ferreting out some information, checking up on you online, or, you know, trying to be I Spy and detective and do their due diligence before they come charging your way. So there's something here, some information that they're either looking for or that they want to deliver, but it's sort of, you know, structured around some kind of need for healing. They see that clearly, and they're ready now to be invested in the connection. Got it? Get it? Good. All right. So let's clarify this Ace of Swords. We've got Sagittarius. This person could be or have in a primary placement Sag energy. Or all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a Four of Swords again. Six of Swords. So the emphasis here is on obviously getting past you know, some kind of difficult period to some kind of calmer energy, peace of mind, something more tranquil. And they're seeing, they're having this moment of pure insight. Lots of focus here on healing, and then moving beyond whatever it was that brought in the disturbance or the difficult energy. I'm not seeing that yet, but I think I will. But I want to see the Wheel of Fortune first. You saw it jump. I love all you guys, because every single sign we got that Judgment card. Your energy, you're just like giving it all to me. Like, yep, I want a reconciliation. Okay. Yes. It's time. The time is right for redemption, forgiveness, second chances. That's why we've got an emphasis on the Four of Swords and healing. There's been a lot of heavy energy here between you, maybe some negative karma, that the time is right, divine time to release it, to get the relief from that release. so to speak. Again, with the Queen of Wands, I feel this person sees you as very strong and feels very drawn to you. You're a force of nature. And even if you're here as the Pisces, that's okay. We all have a little bit of the Queen of Wands within us. She's Aries energy, so she's kind of, take no prisoners. Very confident, very alluring, uses feminine wiles to kind of draw in right, their target. I do feel like this person feels very ready to be invested in this connection, but they know they kind of have to come in seeking the second chance for that. It doesn't matter what they're ready for. It kind of matters how they approach you to, to heal that which was definitely disrupted, or where there was some kind of hurt feelings, energies of despair even, I'm picking up a little bit. So let's see now the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords. Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. There you go. So I feel like this person, I don't think this person like out and out lied to you. I feel like this person was not clear. So they lied to themselves and they kept telling you what you wanted to hear, but then they couldn't deliver on that. That's why we have the Six of Pentacles now, because now they're prepared to be fully invested in the connection in a nice reciprocal way, to give as well as to receive, because it's what you deserve. And what you want, what you need from a partner is their investment. So I definitely feel that part of what needs to be healed here is all the confusion, all the mixed messages that they sent that created emotional overwhelm. This is from the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords, kind of maybe a little bit avoidant. Again, like I feel they would say what they thought you wanted to hear, maybe about life partnership, and I'm now seeing the Page of Swords as they don't know what to make of how you'll respond. They really don't. But they know that you deserve some information. So I'm feeling it's less about any kind of I spy stuff and more about, I don't have that information, but what I have, Ace of Swords, is the certainty of what I know, and I have to communicate that. Pages are messengers. So I feel the communication is about bringing healing to the mixed messages and the avoidant energy. And, for those of you who say, well, no, they really, kind of told me I was the one and then went off with someone else, that's very possible. I'm not seeing that here, but it could be possible that you were led on to some degree. That is something now that this person really wants to rectify. They want to, be granted some kind of forgiveness. They want to get beyond it. They see something very clearly now that they want to communicate to you. Emphasis is on healing for sure, clearing up miscommunication or mixed messages. But for this person, it's like, again, the wheel is representing divine time. It's now, like luck is on my side now, and so I have to act now. Whoever this person is, like I said, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Scorpio, Aries, and Capricorn. Doesn't have to be those signs, but that's what's dominant. So there you have it. Whoever this person is knows that they have to bring some information that will create an environment for healing and for forgiveness and second chances. as well as their reciprocity, their ability to be generous with you on all aspects, in all areas of life. That is what I have for you all for my, oh, look at that. Just a few minutes over 2 hours. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, subscribe if you want to see more. Click the little bell so you get notified. Like, comment, share, hype, and join the membership, because starting next week or next weekend, I'm going to do live reading just for the members only. That's what I have. Bye for now.